Taylor, thank you. Well, the back-to-school shopping season is here as the new school year nears. And for reference, our state's biggest school district, Seattle Public Schools, opens its classroom in less than a month. Class begins September 4th. But as many of us deal with inflation and other economic challenges, some local kids need help gathering the supplies they need for the classroom. So 28% of families in our state can't afford to cover basic needs with our government's help. So according to a UW study, here to explain all of this is Tiffany Sanders, and you are here to talk about how we can make this affordable and try and get the supplies to kids what we need. So let's talk about what Fred-Meyer offers right now.
Yeah, well, what's exciting right now is Fred-Meyer is partnering with the Salvation Army for a back-to-school supply drive. And so you can head to your local Fred-Meyer and you can purchase any school supplies that you would like to get, and you just drop them in that donation bin at the front door, and those will get to local kids and families that need them.
So Fred-Meyer teamed up with the Salvation Army, and that's something that they do. So talk about that experience and how that helps so many of us around Western Washington, especially.
Yeah, I think everyone's budget is tighter and tighter this year, right? We're all looking to find ways to save, and we're all really trying to stretch the dollar. So we've got thousands of school supplies at Fred-Meyer that are under $3. We've got hundreds that are just under $1. You can grab a box of crayons, some paper. You can even grab, some nice notebooks, and those are all under $1. So you really don't have to spend a lot to stretch your dollar, and you can really help some local families in need. Salvation Army does a fabulous job of really connecting these school supplies to the people that need them right here in our communities.
Now, going back to school can be kind of a scary time for some folks, especially, the anticipation, the anxiety, but then thinking about school supplies and how hard that is. We were just talking right before the commercial break here about how cool it is to get, your pack of crayons, and on the back you were really doing well if you had the sharpener.
Well, yeah, what about the multicolored pen? Do you remember that when we were little? And if you had one of these, you were living large, really.
Yeah, so the need for this is so big, and lately, especially over the last decade, we've seen teachers do a big ask.
Yes.
Right, and so they've had those Amazon wish lists out. What can we continue to do, even if we don't have a student in school right now that needs supplies? How can we help?
Well, it's simple. You just head to your local Fred-Meyer and you go pick out some items, maybe some things that jog some of those happy memories for you when you were going back to school. Grab those, throw those in your cart. When you check out, you purchase those, you'll walk out the door. There's a bin right by the front door when you're leaving your Fred-Meyer, and you just drop them in there. And then we have Salvation Army associates and volunteers that are heading to our stores, and they're making sure that they pick those up and get those to the local families that need them.
And what are some of the biggest needs right now? Because I know that everything looks fancier. I mean, this looks great, the lunchbox, things like that. But what are some of the main essentials if you can only pick up just a few items?
Well, I'll tell you, mechanical pencils are the big thing, right? Those are the big thing. Old-fashioned pencils are also always wonderful, and always, people love those. Crayons are great, but I'll tell you, pencil boxes are the big thing. Look at these fun pencil boxes you can pick up. You can get little, metal ones. We've got ones with all kinds of designs on them. Just depends on what you think looks kind of fun. But really, anything is needed. And I will tell you, teachers love to get Kleenex and wipes, those things as well, because those are important for the classroom.
Hand sanitizer, things like that. Well, how special is it for someone, especially this? I know this is kind of a cool thing where you feel like you're getting all set and prepared, and it kind of kicks off the start of the school year, right, when you feel prepared with your supplies and you have something that you feel proud of.
Every student should head back to school feeling confident with the tools they have, right, so that they can really be successful in school. They've got enough going on outside of that, so we can really do our part. It's really simple. You can just spend $5 and buy, some crayons, some paper, and some pencils, and really help a local student in need.
Well, thanks to the Salvation Army and Fred-Meyer and Tiffany Sanders. Thanks for coming in and talking about this today. So much to offer. Get out and donate if you can.